Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day, another pod, another episode with the boys. I got Sheldon and I got Cooper with me, and we have the cat.
Name introductions?
Wow.
Haven't done that in a long time.
I know,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
crazy. Sorry.
Why did you point at me?
You were touching the mic.
My bad.
This man's touching things when we're
touching
live.
too many things.
Damn it. Get him out of here. Get him out.
Yeah.
Get him out. Anyways, how's everyone doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
And
Good.
it's my 3-day weekend. One more day off tomorrow, and then I'm
No.
back to the grind.
I just finished mine.
Yeah.
It
Back to the grind.
was a lot of gaming.
You
Yeah.
know what we didn't do, but it kind of works out as the backdrop.
There you go.
Yeah,
It
that
kind of
is.
works out.
There it is.
That's kind of
Nice.
cool.
All right.
Alrighty.
That's what it is, man.
Pre-planned.
Sick.
Go team.
That's gonna be one of the topics we talk about today.
Yeah, that is.
But first, we're gonna start with JJK, I think.
Hey,
Yeah.
K.
Yeah.
JJK
That's
is
what we're gonna get into.
definitely something we should talk about. Because last episode was kind of dope.
It was fucking garbage. The animation was fucking garbage. Nothing about this episode was good except for the part where Toji fucking went off. Otherwise, the animation was garbage.
I don't know about
All right,
that
Cooper,
one.
what was your opinion?
I liked it. I thought it was dope. I thought it was super
Hey,
cool.
be careful what you say. You might
I
offend
know, I
him.
might offend him because like he's
Call the police. I am super offended.
Oh, jeez.
Good God.
I didn't think it was that bad. It was pretty good animation. I didn't think it was like the greatest animation, but like
Like he
wasn't
looked right
bad.
at me like when he said that.
It wasn't horrible.
I hate talking about this show because it's like super spectrums here.
I've watched a lot of worse animes. Bleach being one of them. There is some horrendous animation in that anime. I still love it.
In which Bleach?
In what?
In which part of Bleach?
In which part of Bleach?
Yeah.
The first like 5 parts.
So you want to compare an anime that was out in the year 2000 to one that's out now in 2023? Is that what you want? You really want to go down that road right now? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm staying out of this one. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus Christ, I didn't.
You want to go down that animation road?
I'm just saying that.
In this day and age where Mappa has put out banger after banger of episodes in several different anime, this is the most garbage animation they've put out.
And we'll be right. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I think you're going a little bit above and
For
beyond. that
Mappa
one.
standards, this was garbage.
I don't know. It was pretty dope with all the fast-paced fighting. I get why they did
I think you're. I've talked about this with Pat. I think people confuse animation with choreography, and I think that's what you're doing.
No. I get what you're saying. You're saying the animation, the actual drawing of the pictures was not good. I
Yes.
get what you're saying. I'm
The
not saying-
manga looks 1,000 times better than what they're drawing. They literally could have just took out panels from the manga and slapped it in there rather than redrawing the animation.
Yeah, I just don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it's as horrendous as you're making it sound. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't the best animation I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to make that statement because
A lot of people agree with that statement.
Sure, but like I'm just saying, from my perspective as a fan, I don't think it was that bad. It's not horrible. It's not disgustingly bad to the point where I'm just like watching it and I'm like, damn, dude, this is utter garbage. It's still really cool just to see the fight scenes play out and the animation. Yeah, it's definitely not Mappa's best.
It's not up to par at all.
Is sure, I'm not seeing that as such a degrading factor to this that I am like JJK horrible.
I'm not saying JJK is bad. I'm just saying the animation is bad.
Okay, so yeah, I mean you sure.
This is all I'm saying.
I also
JJK in itself is great. It's just the animation that this season has put out has been pretty bad.
Hasn't Mappa come out, or if I'm sure we can find it somewhere, that like the animators are just being like strung
overworked.
out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's fair, right?
And yeah, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world personally. I'm able to live with it. It's not like I'm like the animation is make or break for me. It's really the story that carries it through and also the dope choreography that they put together for those fight scenes. Fighting your
Don't
cat.
get mad at me, you prick.
But
He's talking to my cat.
He started it.
He did start it. But yeah, I think that overall, like I'm not upset with the animation.
I am. I mean, I clearly am. It's not what it should be. The whole Toji fight should have been done way better. Like bringing Toji again out to fuck that Curse Up should have been way better than what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could have had some better animation. I'm not going to make the statement, like I said, I'm not going to make the statement that it's great animation because it obviously isn't. We can both agree that it's not Mappa's level, but I personally don't see it as such a horrible factor that I
mean,
don't
this
like
is completely different from what you said from the last pod, though. When you were like,
Oh, I
the
still
Chozo and Itadori fight was like some of the more fire animation.
I think it was some of the most fire animation.
And you were like, of all time.
No, I said best action of all time. I didn't say best animation.
Are you forgetting about the Yawok fight versus fucking old man Genryu?
I'm not. I didn't say
that-
that was not a dope
Roll
fight.
clip.
Yeah.
Personally-
straight up roll.
Please
that
stand by
Personally-
screen.
Personally, I just like the fact that it was so close combat and the choreography was very well done. I think it was like out of this world. Personally, I think that fight scene was phenomenal. And I'm not saying the Genryu and Yawok fight is not up there. It's definitely up
And then
there.
we also have like Tengen versus the fucking the sixth moon. I feel like people forgot about that fight. That fight was pretty top fucking tier.
That was pretty top tier.
That was a very flashy fight, if I may.
Right?
But I just like the choreography in that fight. I think it was very cool to see they used the entire space from that entire room in the bathroom scene was completely used, which I think was really cool. Like just all of the thoughts that went through that. I think it was super dope myself.
That's
that's my opinion.
choreography.
Yeah. No. And I already said the choreography is phenomenal in the show, but the animation I still think is really dope. I think the best animation in terms of
and
a
that's
fight,
why he said that's choreography, because you're getting your animation mixed up with your choreography.
No, I'm not.
Them using the entire room is choreography.
It 100%
That's got
is.
nothing to do with the animation.
And this is where you're getting off topic. I was talking about the best action. That's all I said. And choreography is action. That's what I was stating. It's very cool to see. I didn't say that it's the animation. I'd argue it's easily.
Hold on.
Roll the clip.
Hold
please.
on.
If anyone,
Hold on.
if anyone
Hold
is
on.
watching this and they're
Hold-
new,
hold
what
on.
usually happens is they argue and I just sit here.
Hold
Yep.
on. No. He literally just said he said nothing about the animation last episode. Did he not?
Wait,
Did he
what?
not say
Hold
that
on.
this
Why
was
am I
the
being
best?
dragged into this?
Because
Wait,
you're a
no.
part of this. Because
guess
this
that's
was
true.
he literally said
I
this
know
was the
what I
most
said.
fire animation of all time.
No, I said fire action. It was the best action.
No. Even Pat agrees with me. You did not say action. You literally said animation.
Okay, then maybe I meant action. In all.
We backtracking now, Pat.
In
Pat,
all,
he backtracking now.
wait, hold on. In all honesty, if I did say animation, I will take it back and I will completely agree with you. It's easy to say that Yawok and Genryu's fight is way better animation.
They went through 8 different transitions of animation in that fight.
Way better animation. I didn't argue that. I'm not stating that this is great animation. I never said it. I said if I did say it, I meant action. And the action in the animation in the anime is
See, if
amazing.
you had said action, I would have agreed with you.
Yeah.
But you did not say action.
No. But
This is the only reason why I brought this up.
okay. No, if I said animation, hold on, I meant action. That's all I'm saying. I may have misspoke in
you were
the
there.
last one.
You can't be out of this because you were there.
I understand I was there, but I'm just let him speak his piece.
All I'm saying is, it was great action. The
Okay.
animation is not. The
I will
best
be
thing
the
in
final
world.
judge on what he said because I edit this, so I will hear it and see it. So when that happens, I'll let you guys.
Make sure you clip it in.
Yeah, I'll
Make sure you clip it in.
I'll permanently just make him say it for sure.
When he says the action part, and he was like, "I never said animation." I want you to clip in. I said animation.
I'm sorry, Cooper.
Hey,
gonna
you can
happen.
find it. I honestly don't remember if I said animation or action personally.
I will skim through
but
our.
if I did, I meant action.
I'll
You
skim through-
even typed it in the goddamn group chat.
Wait, what? When?
You were like, where's?
I got it.
Patrick's
Please,
pulling it
for
up.
the love of
Patrick's
God.
pulling it up.
Keep
Pull
going,
it
keep
out.
going.
He even said it in the fucking group chat on IG.
I will skim through our old pods and try and find a clip of you saying action and just flip it into the current one. I'll just make you say it somehow.
Yeah. No. But in all honesty, the best animation in JJK so far was the Gojo versus Hanami and Jogo. That was the best animation in the anime in this season so far.
I would argue it'd be Toji versus Gojo.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
And then
in this part, in
Geto
Shibuya, in Shibuya.
Oh, in Shibuya.
In Shibuya.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
If you're counting, yes, yeah, 100%.
So we're
if
going
you're counting,
arcs.
yes, and if we're going completely based on arcs. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, like I'd say the first 4 episodes, Gojo versus Toji was
Oh, that was just one of the greatest. That
They're
was
stupid.
You can see the difference in animation quality in what you're saying from then till now. Like it's way better animated in that. I just think that the action right now is just far above anything.
Yeah,
that I've
no,
seen.
no, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
The action is some of the best
Yeah.
that we've.
some of my favorite animation, and this is just my own opinion, is when
Nobody cares about your pen. Let's go back to our.
This is
argument.
why I don't talk. This is simply why I just don't say anything. Because then I get pulled in, I get to talk, and then they go, "Shut up, don't talk." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll go fuck myself." The part where Nanami like beat that guy, just like when he was holding
Yes,
him. Yeah,
that was good
yeah,
animation.
Yeah,
A+.
When he
that
was
for-
towering over him and he picked him up by his
Yeah.
hand, and he was like, hovered, like
yeah, and the
But
camera
I just
was
think
right here.
I think
yeah.
the fact that it was just so short is the only reason that I would say
yeah,
like the other ones.
I expected that
that's
fight
where,
to
that's
be
where all the money went to.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
guys.
100%.
Let's make this one episode a banger.
that's it. Just
Yeah.
that scene, nothing else.
Let's make him just scary, and that's all we have for the rest of the
Yeah.
season.
Anyways, we were supposed to talk about the episode of JJK, and
We spurred off.
we totally spurred
I
off.
would say you just went at it.
I did.
You
I
did just you went straight
did.
at the throat.
I did.
But
Wow.
Yeah, you're like jugular dead.
the episode, if you guys want to go over it, because it's been a few days since I've watched it, but I watched it twice so far.
Just a quick recap. Basically,
Yeah.
Toji
Toji's
showed
the
up.
man.
Toji
He-
shows up, of course.
Took
Toji shows up.
he
Oh
took-
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Toji shows up.
and he took the weapon from Maki. What was it called?
Playful
the
Cloud?
Playful Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Maki was kind of surprised because she was like in a test of strength. He beat me.
Plus, homie was in the air.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
What the
"Wait,
hell?
what?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was quite surprised.
And then she was like, "Yeah, like I lost pure strength."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Never happened before. She was
No.
upset.
Yeah.
She was clearly upset. And he fucking went off. Toji went the fuck off.
You know the
Yes, he
part
did.
where like he's walking through the water and then parts the sea and then claps.
Oh, he was
homeboy?
Moses. Yeah.
That happened, and I aloud said, "What just happened?"
He did.
And he
He
laughed
actually
and
did
he's
say
like,
that.
"Just watch." And I'm like, "Watch what?" I just watched Moses part the goddamn sea.
Yeah.
No.
And then he beat the absolute
Fish out of that dude.
fish out of Dagon. Like he beat every
Oh,
ounce
shit.
of tuna out of that man.
Yeah,
He
dude.
caught the piranha with his mouth.
With his own
With his
goddamn mouth.
And he was like, I was like, okay.
Okay, Hisoka,
Okay.
relax.
Oh, and by the way, did you know that that dude who voices Toji is also the voice of Ahsoka?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the part where all the piranhas are like attacking him, and then the giant fucking fish centipede
And he just-
comes out, and he fucking goes, and then it goes, and the things go. I'm like, okay, Jesus,
Yeah.
No. No effort.
literally,
Low
just,
diff. No diff.
Look,
No diff.
just- okay, cool. I'm like, oh, okay, all right,
Literally no diff.
Then after
no diff.
after like 3 minutes of beating his ass, he starts
Sharpening them.
playing like using them against
He
each other.
he starts using playful cloud
Did you find it?
and literally like sharpens it to a fucking spear.
Yeah, he sharpens both both ends into sharp, pointy parts of it,
Yeah.
and then
Excuse me.
Dagon jumps into the air,
Old man goes, nope.
and old man Zeddy literally jumps on his head and kicks him down into
Where you going?
Toji.
Yeah. And then Toji, if I'm not, spears in the face.
Yeah.
Rips the cloud apart, stabbing the right side.
Yeah.
And then just starts to impale this dude 50 times in a second.
Yeah.
Times 4 seconds, which
Yeah.
is 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just
He killed him.
constantly-
He beat him to the point where the domain broke.
Yeah, he killed him. He stabbed his face until it was nothingness. Right?
Yeah.
Like he turned his face into mush, and then the domain lowers.
My favorite part of that entire thing was they were all just standing there dumbfounded and they didn't know whether to be cheering for this guy
Yeah.
or be shitting their pants
They
Yeah.
because they
Like
were.
an old man Zenny knew. And
Yeah.
he wasn't like saying a word.
Yep. Even when Maki asked him, like, old man, who is that? He was like, a ghost.
Yeah.
And
Let's go. This whipping ass.
I was just, That didn't answer her question, man.
Nope.
You just answered my question with
She
the goddamn
asked you who the
statement.
fuck he was.
Yeah. And then what was crazier was after it was done, like Fushiguro gets just yeeted out the fucking I guess like the level,
building that they
the
were
level
in.
they were on, and he's like, when did I get pushed?
Yeah.
And then out in the street, 50 feet or like 10 feet in front of him is Toji, and I was like, did I like miss a frame?
Yeah.
It happened so quick.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the father and son fight that's gonna like break some stuff.
I think like
This is as big as Yujiro Hanma fighting Baki Hanma.
Yeah.
That's how big this is.
I think,
That's
like-
how big this is.
I
Huh?
think
There isn't proof on the Instagram.
I'll find it.
You'll find it.
I'll find it.
I think the next episode is
I'll
That's what
find
I
it.
thought.
is like
That's what I thought. There
the
is
Darth
no
Vader
proof.
moment, like I am your father, and he's gonna be like, "What? I thought you died. Like how are we kind of here thing, right?" So, and then what proceeds to happen after, also blew my. There was so much death in one episode, I couldn't handle it.
Who showed up after that? Jogo.
Jogo,
Jogo came.
I
The
have to say,
opposite of
I have to
Gojo.
say, hold on.
what'd you say,
I
Officer
was
Jogo?
correct.
The opposite of Gojo.
I was correct, but I was wrong about who killed them.
Are they even
Oh,
dead?
who did you think was gonna kill him?
Toji.
Oh,
I thought
My
the
whole
same
idea was
thing.
like he came in there, he's gonna kill every single person,
okay.
regardless of
Okay.
whose team
I
they're on.
thought the minute he killed Dojin,
Yeah.
he was gonna stand up, flash step towards Nanami, impale, and
Yeah.
then fuck the rest of them. And
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, and then when Megumi went flying, I thought maybe Nanami pushed him and said
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
escape. And then when I saw Toji, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
I don't know anymore. And then
he just wants to give his son a hug.
And then
Hey, man, come
Jogo comes in.
He's like, "I love you,
and then
boy."
Joe goes like, hey,
And then
dead.
and
Hey.
no, he can't. He comes in and he sees Dagon's hand like disappearing, and he's like, "You're gone too."
He was basically a bitch,
And he was
crying
he
about
was,
a dead curse.
Yeah, he was pissed off.
He's like,
Obviously,
I'll
Curses
see
don't
you in the
have feelings.
wasteland.
'Cause it's-
Curses don't have
yeah.
feelings. Why he crying?
and then
They
he,
can.
Fuck them.
He proceeds.
They're allowed to have feelings.
No,
He proceeds to go to Maki.
they're actually the epitome of feelings.
No, Nanami first.
Oh, Nanami first.
Yeah, he's like, hey, guess what? Dead.
Yeah. He comes up and he just engulfs him in flames, just completely.
And then
just
Maki's
nothing.
like, Nanami, dead.
Yeah, dead.
Literally.
Dead.
Yeah.
Just touches and incinerates. And then old man
Tries to do his fucking
Tries to do
24
it.
frame shit.
yeah.
Dead.
And then gets hit by
Not dead?
4.
No, not dead.
Engulfed.
That dude got roasted.
Yeah.
He
Literally.
got fucking cremated almost. Okay,
Dude, he does.
That dude was a standing fucking burnt steak. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was
But
crispy and charred.
1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like what, 4 flames or
3.
or
Oh
5.
yeah. No, it was 2. It was 2 beams.
Just
2
crisscross.
beams. It was a crisscross that hit him.
Okay.
Criss-
It was a
Crisscross
crisscross of
applesauce.
flames. Yeah.
Crisscross dead.
Yeah. Dead.
Yeah, and then he walks up and proceeds to go, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Dead.
Dead.
And I'm like, dude, he's already kind of gone.
Yeah.
And then he sent Sukuna.
Yeah, literally. And then we pan to the 2 girls fucking fingering Itadori's mouth.
Yep. Putting fingers down his throat.
Yeah. What's the comment you made? Imagine you were unconscious getting fingers fed down your mouth.
Free meal. No,
Yeah.
yeah. And then Jogo, I almost called him Gojo.
I thought you were.
I almost called him Gojo. Jogo
The
fucked him up,
opposite of Gojo.
fed him more fingers, and then proceeded to be like, hey, Sukuna, help us kill them.
Wait, no. Jogo tries to kill the girls.
No, he does.
He does.
He does kill the girls.
He
First.
goes, hey, dead.
Yeah. But they use their
They,
ability,
they,
whatever
they,
it was.
they did use their curse technique afterwards. To
I
be-
like how when
come
they were
back
up,
to
they were
life.
like,
Yeah.
they were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But Sukuna ends up waking up, and all 3 of them freak out, and then he's
The
like,
girls stop breathing because they're so scared.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, don't breathe.
Sukuna was like, your heads are too high, and then they both kneel, but Jogo gets his fucking top.
Jogo
top
goes
part get-
one knee down, and they went full down. And since Jogo only went one knee, he
Like-
chopped his head
Like
off.
this much of his head's just gone.
Yeah, just like a quarter of his skull is just
Yeah.
flat.
And
now.
Sukuna's like, what, you think not bending down to the fucking floor isn't what you're not supposed to do when you're around me?
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah, and then like the girls say, hey, there's a dude downstairs.
They basically demand him, and he was like, no demanding, and
he
cuts
says,
off
raise your head then.
cuts off one sister's head.
no, he explodes the one sister's head. Just like all blood. Just her head popped like a balloon
Yeah.
in
then-
front of the other
And
sister.
then the other sister's like, how dare you? And then here's the best part. So she's like, "How dare you?" with the phone. And then this part of her head goes off, and I'm like, "Oh, he cut her head in half." And he's like, "Just wait." And then all of a sudden,
She got diced.
Her entire body.
She got
diced.
cubed.
and I'm like, "Oh, she's dead."
Perfect for
She's
fondue.
dead.
Up top,
She's dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's cubed.
And then he proceeds to ask Jogo.
She's dead squared.
He then proceeds to ask Jogo, "What do you want?" And he says, "Nothing.
He's like, "You know what, man? I'm good.
I'm good, bro. You do you.
I want you to whatever you have."
Yeah. I want you to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what my goal was.
Yeah, basically.
And that was kind of the
That
end
was
of
a-
the episode.
Well, he challenged him. He was like, if you
Oh,
can lay
right.
a finger on me, then I'll work under you.
I'll
all.
do your bidding. I'll kill everyone here.
And,
I'll work
and
on
that's
you.
where it ended.
Yeah.
That's where it ended.
I love how like he stood up and he's like, "Are you sure?" Like,
Bro, don't even
yeah?
try.
Yeah.
Don't even try, bro.
I for sure thought like he was gonna like stand up and like try and like I'll get you.
Yeah.
Your rating on the episode out of 5? Actually, I'm gonna make up a new rating. It's out of 3. The 3 sack.
Ooh.
Out of
of
3
3?
sacks, what do you give it? No, out of 4 sacks, what do you give it?
Yeah, because now we
Pat.
have Patrick. Yeah.
We have a fourth testicle.
Are we doing in total or like
4 being the best, 1 being the worst.
3?
Let me
3
change
sacks
that.
out of 4.
Yeah.
Let me change that. It's
8 sacks, 8 balls.
blue ball. Let me think.
He's
And
gonna
then
come.
the fourth one is nut.
So we're gonna have a whole tier list now.
Blue ball, pre-cum,
Edging.
Edging,
and
nut.
nut.
Not. Perfect.
So-
I give this one an edging.
Is that what you give it?
Personally,
is
it's an
that 3?
edging
Is that
for
3?
me.
3, yeah.
Edging.
Edging?
Yeah.
I give it a pre-cum. Just because of the animation.
Yeah, you're really distraught about this.
Yeah, I
animation.
was. Yeah.
So did the animation make you pre-cum or is it just a just
It was the story that made me pre-cum. That was it. The animation didn't do anything for me.
Dude, I was on.
If the animation was season 1 animation, it would have been nut.
It would have been
would've
nut.
been
It
nut.
would have been nut. I agree with you.
N capital UT.
I agree. If it was the first part of this season with that animation, it would have been nut.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Would've been nut.
Same. I think we need like a nut button.
What do you give it, Pat?
I would give it in between edging and pre-cum.
So you're just hard.
So you're just hard as like.
It was bricked up, is what he's saying.
So like it kind of did it for you, but you're like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were hard.
You're just hard.
That was so in a pocket.
So I guess it averages out to
To a raging boner.
A raging boner out of nut.
God. Just after pre-cum, but just before edging. That's where we're at.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
basically.
So like the really awkward phase.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Alright.
I would say like it wasn't. It's definitely not my favorite episode this season. It's a good
definitely
episode.
not his for sure.
Oh, he hates it. This is worst episode.
We've talked about JJK long enough. Let's move on to AOT.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
time to
true.
talk about
The finale.
the 10-year-long anime.
The 10 a decade.
This anime
fucking
was-
decade.
Yep.
We finally
Still not the longest running anime.
no.
Still not but for what they did to it to make
Yeah.
it go a decade is
Yeah.
kind of nuts.
It is. It is.
It's
And like now,
kind of nuts.
now, hey, there it is. Now that it's done, like kind of just like revisiting like all my thoughts about the show. Just like what a great show.
Yeah.
On it, like from when I started it until now, I can honestly say like it was one of the most action packed. Story was fucking interesting, twists and turns. Like the emotion in the story was great, and like seeing Aaron go from like this young boy who didn't know much to being the fucking main bad guy was seeing that whole transition.
He was a good guy. Excuse me. Okay. He was
I mean, okay, technically, if you want to get technical, it was overall it was
the
fun to watch.
anti-protagonist.
Yeah. Overall, it was really fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be this long and be as interesting as it was.
I think for me personally, it dropped. I started not liking it as much as I did for the first 2 seasons. So like I really started to like
Really? Because like the first season was probably the
Homie,
best.
the first-
realistically.
no, that's what I mean.
The
Sorry.
second season is where it definitely fell off. A
No,
little bit.
yeah. So like the first 2 seasons, I would say were really cool, and then after that, like I don't know, my interest really started to fade.
Because the third season became a little bit more political.
Yeah,
is what
and,
it was.
Yeah.
And then when they got in, I mean, don't get me wrong, the rumbling was cool and all, and they had a lot of really cool ideas. I think there was just too many things crammed in, like too many new things happening crammed in.
I think for me, where it got interesting
You
in
got
the
a deep throat.
beginning, where it got interesting in the beginning is
gosh.
I think like the 5th or 4th episode where they're on the wall and then like the Titans attack and like everyone just gets killed.
That was
Yeah.
my favorite part.
Aaron dies. Were you
was my
were you
favorite part.
edging or did you nut then?
I was nut then.
That was-
I was nutting. Yeah. And then I'll never forget the first time I watched the first episode that had the Beast Titan and he talked. I was like,
What the
wait,
fuck?
I was like, wait, they can talk. I was like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait.
See, I feel like what happened in the first 3 seasons was relatively standard lead up,
Yeah.
and then 4th season, I feel like this final season, like every part of it just was like crazy thing after crazy thing after
Yeah.
crazy thing.
There was no like downtime. It was all just high.
It was all
high
just
all the time.
Well, yeah, but I also think that like there were so many ideas crammed into this final season that I think, like for me personally, it was a little bit all over the place. That's how I felt about it personally, and
What was all over the place exactly?
I just think
the animation.
the animation. No, I just think the story personally.
Like where did you feel though that it was all over the place? Because that's a pretty vague statement to say without having.
it was when
because for me it just progressed like
when-
it was supposed to.
It was when Aaron betrayed Zeke. And then I think after that, when basically like everything was going down with the Parody Island and the war with like everyone else. I
would say that was more chaos than being all over the place, because that's exactly how.
well, that's what chaos is. It's things all over the place.
That's exactly how the author intended it.
Yes.
Like Aaron's main goal was never to help Zeke. It was
Yes.
have Zeke help him get the power he needed.
Oh yeah.
To
It was
cause
just
mass
use
confusion.
Zeke essentially.
Yeah, it was use Zeke. No, it was the moment after that is what I'm talking about. When the moment after that, when everything started to get, I don't know, it felt like
But
everything was just, there was so many different factions.
It was
and there was so
definitely-
much different stuff.
It was
going on.
definitely going to be that way though, because now you have the rumbling coming. You have the Jaegerists.
Oh no!
It's okay. You have the Jaegerists that fucking are
In case you want to know what time it is.
There we go.
yeah, the Jaegerists that are following Aaron because they want the rumbling to happen.
Yes.
Because they thought he was just trying to make Parody Island survive.
Yes. Yeah.
That was their whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have the tall blonde chick
Yep.
who was
With the bowl cut.
who
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a Zeke-ionist.
Yeah.
Was just all up in
All hell
that girl.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was like, let's do the what do they call it? The thing where they can't have babies, euthanization
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever they want to call it. Yeah. No, I know that's not right. I don't know what the fuck I can't
I know
think of the word right now.
I know the term. Yeah.
Sterilization. That's what it is. The sterilization
yeah.
of their race of people.
Euthanization. Whoa.
Yeah. And then all the other nation besides the Marlians were like, we'll help you fucking end this rumbling. Right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna because sides definitely fucking changed.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you saying that like it was a bit hard to follow because there was so many like smaller stories happening at the same time? And
Well, yes, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this is a bad thing.
no, but like
I'm
that's
just
where
saying
like you were like
That's
it's
where
kind of like
I personally
yeah.
was
It's a
like,
chaotic mess.
yeah, and it just didn't feel as like the lead up to the first 3 seasons, like I said, were like more like steady paced.
Yeah,
I felt
If
like
you
with
thought
the
this
story.
was bad with all the mix up, just wait till we get into the later parts of JJ Kidd, the Cullen games. You will be so confused.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate it.
I might.
Well, I know you won't hate it, but you'll be lost.
I might
you
be
hate
lost.
it?
Yeah.
I was lost. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I don't know who's who.
Were you lost because of the animation?
No, not
But-
at all. This was all manga.
with AOT.
So animation.
Yeah, that's the only thing that that kind of I think pushed me off personally. That's why, like, overall, if I was to give this a rating, I'd give it
AOT or the episode
AOT
as a whole.
as a whole.
Okay.
The episode, I'd give.
Well, let's talk about the episode before you give your final.
Sure.
overall rating,
Yeah.
Right?
From like front to back, just the episode.
We should probably just go through it.
We'll like just
Like
the
skim
high-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I
right?
mean, it starts off and they're all on
They're
the plane.
flying through.
It
Flying
basically
through.
starts off how the last episode ended.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
right,
With
right
them
where it
flying through.
ended.
Yeah.
And then they jump on Aaron, be like,
Mhm.
we got to get to this
Yeah.
motherfucker
Yeah.
and chop his head off. And Mikasa's all like,
one thing that annoyed me just a tiny bit is how like everyone else is like, yo, Aaron has to die. And Armin and Mikasa are like, but there has to be a different way. And everyone's like, no, there is no fucking other different way, man. Like he has to die.
You can't stop
You
it.
can't stop
You
it. And they're
can't.
like, but he's our friend. And then everyone else is like, who cares? He has to die.
Straight up, man. It was.
That's
it
like the
was
one thing that I was like, guys, he has killed the world.
literally.
You still want like what was gonna happen if they caught Aaron and they're like, okay, you were bad, but say sorry. Like what the fuck did you expect was gonna happen?
Yeah.
You're on a
yeah.
timeout.
Wait, what'd you say, Pat?
You're on a timeout.
You're on a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on a timeout.
Go
Yeah.
sit in
Go
your
in
jail
the
cell.
corner. Right? But yeah, so they land.
Go kill your mom again.
They they land on Aaron and basically essentially the race to kill Aaron starts.
Yeah. And all these titans are now forming out of Aaron, which is so cool. And then they say that it's all the past 9 titans,
All different forms,
The different
all different
variations.
generations.
Yeah,
all
different
the
generations.
different generations. And some of them
Yeah.
look so
we had
fucking
we
cool.
had dogs, we had fucking elk,
Moose.
we had mooses.
It was Canadian.
Hey,
We had like
It was
some kind
Canadian.
of bulldog thing that was carrying her.
it's an okapi.
Okapi.
Yeah.
It's a horse demon.
A horse demon. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Horse demon.
Did you look that up?
No, I just know.
Oh, okay.
He's just knows
You're
it.
talking to the weeb god,
That's
okay?
Exactly.
You,
I'm sorry.
how dare you
How dare-
question the
I'm in
weeb god?
timeout now.
Good. Yes. Go kill your mom. Not just
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
I didn't
So,
say anything
yeah.
about the animation. Relax.
They're fighting, and then they plan out that they want to nuke him using Armin.
And then all of a sudden, Armin gets yoinked by the
hold on.
okapi.
Hold on. Armin gets tentacle
horns.
fucked in his mouth.
He did.
Okay, and then he gets taken into the okapi.
He was deep throwing that.
He
tentacle.
was, yeah. Oh, it was a long tentacle.
He
you
passed
nut?
out too.
It was full on in his mouth.
Did you nut?
I was edging.
I was gonna say I was edging.
It was deep throat inception because
His deep throat inception.
Armin-
He did go into a
Armin.
dreamlike state. You're not wrong.
Armin is deep throwing that tentacle while the okapi was deep throating Armin in his throat.
And Armin was watching himself deep throat that tentacle while the monster was deep throating him.
And I was so close. I was right on the edge, dude.
So-
I was about to.
Did he
nut.
pass out in pleasure or in pain?
He passed out
A little bit of
nutting,
both. A
dude.
little bit of both. A little bit of both.
He's like,
you
finally.
Can't, when you're doing that, you can't have pain without the pleasure.
True.
He's an S and an M.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so basically the goal was to get to Aaron's neck, throw dynamite, and fucking blow it up. But
Yeah.
as they started, every generation, all the 9 Titans popped up and said no.
And it was just constant fights. It was sick. It was
Like no
dope.
one could take a step without there being 4 Titans
Yeah.
there. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
They were
Yeah.
like whether it was Rainer transforming, beating the fuck out of things,
Yeah.
or fucking Jean just cutting people up. It was just battle
Like,
after
it seemed
battle
like
Levi
after
too.
battle.
Levi was just dope
Yeah, it
throughout.
seemed when they would kill a Titan, like 2 more would pop up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there was
yeah.
like thousands of them. There
Yeah.
were so many. They were
Yeah.
all over, right? And they're just constantly fighting.
And then we have the cart Titan being the fucking hero, and she got to the neck and she was about to blow it up, but then the Warhammer Titan's like, nope, and fucking
with a
trident
spear,
her.
or yeah, trident.
Yeah. Trident her in the back, and I'm like, oh, well, there goes all the chances you guys had.
Yeah.
Right? So then the goal was to get to that thing, but again, it's like they took a step and there was fucking jaw armored. You have the cart, it was nuts. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And then after that, the battle ensues to, I guess, like survive.
Pretty
really.
much.
For
Yeah.
the next like 10 minutes, it's
Yeah.
just survival.
Yeah, because then we see Rainer getting just fucking beat up.
Everyone, they're all just getting destroyed.
Berthold Titan, his Titan
Oh
form
yeah,
came
and then
out.
we had fucking Berthold,
Yeah.
his puppet of a Titan comes by and just poofs.
Yep.
Right. So then at one point we see Jean hanging from his ODM, holding Rainer. He's about to fall. Coney's fucking unconscious, just sitting there. He's holding Levi. There was so much like
Levi
Well,
was
Levi
struggling.
was trying to save him, and
Yeah.
then
And
and
it,
then
like,
He did end up
he did
saving
end up
him.
Yeah,
saving him,
but
but he got injured.
it honestly seemed that like everyone was about to die.
And then Mikasa
Yeah.
came up and was like, "I'm still strong. Come after me."
Yeah.
And then she sprouted wings.
yeah,
And I
She
was
was
like,
an
oh my
angel.
god,
She was
she's
an
a
angel
Titan.
all along.
JK. It was fucking Falcon Punch from Super Smash Bros.
Falco. Came out.
Falco.
Falco. Falco. saved the day.
Falco's
Falco was the real hero.
Falco's Titan went from a big jaw Titan to a fucking phoenix. If
Yeah.
you think about it, yeah.
And that was
I love the explanation.
yeah. The explanation was wild. They were on a boat and they're like, "Okay, this is gonna destroy the boat, but there might be a chance that I grow wings."
Yeah, so if you recall, Annie and Gabby run the boat home, and then on Falco is Annie and Gabby, and everyone's like, "How the hell are you here?" And Gabby's like, "Well, on the boat, Falco sprouted wings," and we were like, "There's never been a wing Titan, so this might not work." But then the lady of the boat's like, "Yeah, fucking do it," and then Falco did it, and he split the boat in half, and now we're here. And they're like, "Oh,
Yeah, they
Okay,
were
cool.
on just like survival boats, like just like wooden rafts.
He started at the bottom. Now he was there.
hold on." He was there, yeah. And it was hilarious seeing like kind of all of them floating in the ocean. Like, well, now what do we do?
Yeah, now what do we do?
But yeah, so Falco basically saved all of them, which was kind of crazy. And then that was kind of like their rally back. Let's have a round two.
And they like planned out again, and they were trying to figure out: do we still save him? Do we kill him? And then Gene was like, "We gotta kill him," and the guy was like, "No, don't kill
Yeah,
him."
Gene's like, "Yo,
shut
we
up.
have to kill this
We
dude."
have to kill
and
him.
she's like, "There has to be a different way."
No, there isn't.
And everyone's, and I think Armin at that point is like, "Nah, man, we have to kill this dude." Yeah,
And then they went in for the attack, and it was dope.
yeah,
It was dope because at that point it kept it flashed back to Armin and him being stuck in that world, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Why can't I get out of here? Why can't I?"
and then
fucking
he
move?
realized, he's like, "Wait a minute,
I'm actually in the
I'm
past.
not dead. I'm the past."
Yeah.
Boom, and then he's in the past, and then he finds Zeke.
They have a conversation.
They have their whole thing.
Yep.
And then him and Zeke see like the other people that were Titans.
because of Armin's revelation about like we can still
Yeah.
do things even
So-
though we're in here.
Yeah. So we
Yep.
saw Ymir. We saw Aaron's dad. We saw Colt,
Zeke's
Zeke's
mentor.
mentor. Yeah. And then
Falco's brother.
Colt.
Yep.
Yeah. So then we see all that, and then outside again they're getting beat, but then all of a sudden the people that we saw, their Titans start helping.
It was literally just as Rainer was about to get fucking eaten.
No, it was when he was about to get his head chopped off.
And then they all came. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then
Titans are fighting the other Titans.
and then I think that was Aaron's dad's Titan that
Yeah.
saved him.
Yep.
Oh, and then Annie transformed. It was basically like a civil war against all the Titans.
Yes,
it was
it was so cool.
crazy.
it was
It was
so
really
cool.
really cool.
Yeah. It was dope to see all that shit go down. And
It was
then-
cool to see all the other like gens of Titans. Too.
Yeah.
'Cause there were so many different styles.
There was a lot of cool ones. For
There
sure.
was.
There was a
Like
lot of
the
cool ones.
dog.
The dog was dope.
The
What's
doggo.
the best looking one?
Ooh.
The ram.
The ram was cool.
The ram was kind of cool.
That's tough.
How dare you ask? There were so many.
I think the Warhammer Titans all look fucking better than the rest, man.
I like how you're like, oh, they have bows and arrows now. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was interesting. I'm like, okay, well now we just have bows and arrows. But I think it was personally, I just like Falco's.
seeing how
It's because his was different.
His was different. It was way.
he was a
different.
one of one.
It was a one of one, and
Yeah.
I think that's why it was so unique, right?
Mhm.
The Attack Titans all look weird. They just look like normal Titans that can fight.
Yeah.
The female Titans, same thing. The Armored Titans look kind of dope, but again,
I like the rocky looking one that like looked like it was just covered in boulders.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know which one you're talking
yeah,
about.
the one where Mikasa got flung and then she tried to attack his hand and then it was gonna kill her. That one.
You know what's too bad is we didn't see a whole lot of Colossal Titans.
Yeah, it was just Berthold. Right?
Berthold, yep, that was it.
Oh, that's true. Well, I think that they'd be too big.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Not enough space.
Animating budget.
Yeah,
Animated budget.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mappa employees would not be able to sleep for another month.
Yeah.
Jesus. Good
More
Lord.
NDAs are gonna be
Damn,
broken.
dude.
Yeah.
Why does it? I don't understand why like somebody doesn't just make one of the like highest tier of animation studios and doesn't just. It's kind of slightly off topic, but like doesn't just like hire all these people from Mappa.
It's a corporation.
It-
Gotta make money.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, but they're making hand over fist. When it comes to this stuff, like
One would assume so, but we don't really know because they're underpaying their employees right
Yeah.
now.
yeah,
Which means things can't be that good at Mappa, dude.
Yeah.
It,
It's
like, it
basically
can't.
Zom 100.
Yeah, essentially. If they're struggling to pay their employees a proper wage, they're struggling somewhere financially, which means they're probably taking these jobs and undercutting their competition. If so many people are like wanting Mappa to do their thing,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother topic for another day.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Back to like this episode,
Yeah.
yeah, they got crazy. They were all fighting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Zeke popped out butt naked and was like, "Hey, I'm over here, guys."
Hey,
I'm here to
Levi.
save
And then
you."
Levi saw him and he's like, you're dead.
The anguish in Levi's eyes, though.
Oh my
that
God.
was
Yeah.
crazy. That was, I'm gonna fucking
That was
end you.
hate.
I'm gonna fucking end you. And as Zeke is just out there doing his monologue, his head just flies off.
Fucking Levi.
It was fucking beautiful. I thought that was the most beautiful scene in the entire in that entire episode.
Great animation.
100%. Because
Yeah.
Levi finally fulfilled his mission.
And then we get this true. And then we get this scene where kind of everyone lands back on the little random island that they're on, and all like the kids meet the parents and all the jazz. And then oh no, I'm skipping a part. So they blow off the head.
Mhm.
Jean gets the head. It falls off, and then the fucking worm thing comes out. Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
wanted to reconnect with Aaron.
Yeah, and then Rainer grabs it, and he's like, Armin, fucking do your thing, blah, blah, blah. And then
We
he's
did
like,
forget about the chase scene with Armin though. That one where Annie threw fucking Mikasa, that shit was sick.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That shit
True,
was
true.
dope.
Yeah.
Because she fucking flew, dude.
Yeah.
She
The-
fucking flew.
The Okapi that had Armin was running away as fast as it possibly could, and
It was going back towards
couldn't-
the skull.
they couldn't catch it. And then it
Days
was running
Gabi.
towards
Let's
Bertolt.
go.
Yeah.
And then Annie grips Mikasa, or says, "Mikasa, stab into me," and then she grabs her rope
And proceeds to
and
fucking.
yeets just across Aaron's spine at 1,000,000 miles a second, just flying, just skin peeling off
Oh,
of
she
Mikasa's
was going
face.
like Mach 3.
Dude, yeah, she was running at light speed, dude.
Yeah.
And so she finally catches up, kills it, and then gets Armin out, obviously. In which
Actually, she doesn't kill it.
Armin kills it.
No, Gabby kills it.
Days Gabi.
right, yeah, she couldn't catch it, and then
Yeah.
Gabi shoots it in the
Gabby
head.
shoots it.
Oh, right.
360
Gabi-
no scope.
360 no scope,
Gabi
50
shoots
cal
it. I
off
hit
of
it.
Falco. Off of Falco, by
Off
the
a
way.
bird.
Dude, how did she hit that shot?
Well, that's
Hacks.
what she said.
Hacks.
She's like, I hit it. And then Armin
First
ended
off, she's like 20 pounds. That gun
It's like it's like a Barrett 50
that's
cal.
like a rail gun, dude. Like it's not even. That was ridiculous.
I'm surprised when you shot at Falco, like didn't fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
When she shot it.
Dude, like I don't know, but
But yeah, she hits it. Mikasa cuts his jaw. Armin goes flying out. He kind of like wakes back up. Dio Pocky fucking shoots his tongue through his quad. He goes, nope. And then throws his thunder spear and it blows up. And then he goes falling down like, oh shit.
And then we get to Gene and them, and
And then, right?
Yeah.
And then
he
and
fucking nukes
yeah,
Aaron's
so
neck.
then Rainer and Gene are going. Rainer fucking throws Gene, and Gene's goes to the detonator, and he looks at Aaron one last time and fucking boom,
blows his head
That's
off.
actually-
blows his fucking head off.
essentially.
Then Worm comes
Then
out. Yeah, weird centipede worm thing comes out,
Worm.
and ethereal worm, and
the
it,
ethereal worm.
and it's squiggling around, and then it's
Rainer fucking manhandles
yeah
it. and he's just like
manhandles
this.
it so it doesn't get to Aaron's head,
Mhm.
and then I think the scene after that was about the people on the ridge, right?
They're not important.
Yeah, they really
They're
weren't.
really not
They
that
really
important.
weren't.
They were just
No,
there.
it was Armin saying thank you to like all the other people, and then he fucking
Yeah. Then he blew up the spine
Yeah.
and all of the other stuff
yeah.
alongside it, and then
They think that's it.
they think that's
So
it.
they land back on the little fucking island. They're all like, "Yeah, we did it."
They're already
XYZ.
celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought it was over, but it's
Yeah.
not because
And then like the worm is on like the side of it, and it's like expelling vapors, and everyone thinks it's all like melting. And then who says, "Oh shit, it's not"?
it's Connie.
Yeah.
Connie was like,
But
this
before
is,
that, Aaron comes back as like the Colossal Titan.
No, it's after.
Is
It
that
was after
after?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So then like the worm is fucking expelling and stuff, and then Connie's like, "We're gonna leave fucking now."
That
Right.
was
no,
Levi.
that was Levi. That's
Yeah.
all that.
Sorry. It was Levi, and then Gabby's like, "Oh no, sorry."
Because he
But-
said Ackermans and fucking people that were already Titans
Yeah.
weren't going to be affected by it.
Yeah.
So.
And then the cart titan's like, "No." Like she knows.
Yeah.
She's like, "No."
Yeah.
Right. So then they're on Falco, and then John and Connie are like shoulder to shoulder, and they're like, "So this is it, eh?" And it's like, "Oh man, they're fucking dead," kind of like moment. And then everyone turns into a fucking titan, and it's just like, "Oh my god, they're all dead."
Yeah.
And then surprisingly, Aaron comes back as a colossal, and I was like, "Oh, you do have a body? Okay,
Yeah.
this is weird."
Yep. He just said, "Now I have body."
I
have body now.
I am body. Hello, right? And then Armin and him just basically go, "Fuck it, CQC," and they just fucking.
Yeah, they're just slug. It's a
colossal
slugfest.
battle.
Yeah,
Oh my.
it was a colossal battle.
Fucking. I don't want to be here anymore.
The biggest match of epic proportions.
Stop, please. It's a very Titanic fight.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
It was so good.
But yeah, they start slugging it out, and
Yeah.
then all of those Titans start rushing Raynor as he's trying to hold back.
And then like he
Worm
sees his
God.
mom.
Well, they were rushing. They were rushing towards Aaron essentially, but Raynor ended up stopping it. Cart Titan came down, and started biting it,
And then
and he was
Annie's
trying to grab the
pulling it.
tail.
Yeah.
To like
And
no
then
avail.
What's super sad is like Brainer looks and he sees his mom as a Titan. He sees John and Connie, and he's just like, "When will this fucking chaos end?"
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "This has to end."
And Levi and Mikasa are riding Falco, and Levi was like, "We're the only ones that can
Yeah.
fucking stop him.
You
Get
gotta
your shit
fucking
together.
snap it in."
Yeah, like get it together."
She's
She's
having this like
she's
mental
freaking out.
breakdown,
Yeah.
and then she has like a I guess it's a flashback or like what is it?
It was her what if.
Oh, it's a what
think
if.
Yeah, it
it's
was-
when
Spit it out, man.
Aaron visited her. Remember how the memories?
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her like
That's what that was.
what
Yeah.
if, and it's like her and Aaron together,
Yeah.
and
And they ran off.
Yeah, and he's like, "When I die, you have to like bury the scar. You know, like move on, right?" And,
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm sorry, XYZ," and then fucking they just go. They
It-
dive.
that was a pretty epic moment because when they both dived, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was
'cause
cool as fuck.
Yeah, because then Aaron he went to punch Armin, but I guess he punched like a mountain and like some debris went flying up.
No, he punched Armin.
He did punch
Shit
Armin.
blew off of Armin. That's what that was.
No, that wasn't. He was right. It did go through a hill.
Yeah,
like it
'cause
was
he
like a
did this.
mountain, but he clocked him through the mountain.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
I
where
don't-
that's
And
where
then,
all
like-
the rocks came from.
yeah.
I swear I thought it hit him and he punched something through.
No.
him.
No, it did hit him, but it was he hit a mountain before that.
Yeah. So then, like, as the debris is flying up, Levi's
He's dodging everything.
fucking main character energy.
Yeah.
Thunder spear into the teeth. Then Mikasa fucking into fucking Aaron. He looks up and she just goes yoink.
And you see his like his spinal cord and his head just kind of sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
and shit, it's just a smooth, slow motion
He's it,
cut through.
and that's it.
And
Very surprising that he was in the mouth.
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 Like he was in the
He
mouth.
was in that mouth.
The mouth.
He was in the mouth.
He was in the mouth.
I don't know. I don't think it was because he doesn't have an actual body, so he's got nowhere. He can't just sit in the nape of the neck anymore.
Mhm.
He
Oh.
really can't. If he
Yeah.
had a body, he would have. But
Yeah.
it was his spine that was connected to that. Right?
Yeah.
So
So yeah, and then that's fucking it. That's the end of the rumbling, and then
Then there's a bunch of story after that.
do we get like the whole like is that the scene where I could be wrong where it's Armin and Aaron and they're like talking?
they
and then-
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you find out that so they have a conversation
About his entire plan.
about his entire plan and what it was and how he had actually like he could see
Aaron
the past.
orchestrated the
He
entire
can see the future. Yeah,
fucking thing.
but Aaron orchestrated everything from the
from
beginning.
from his mother getting eaten to everything.
Yeah, he killed his mother.
Yeah.
He did everything that happened, and it was because when he looked in the past and the future, he couldn't change the future no matter which route he took.
Yeah.
No, because when you're the founder and you're in the past, the past and the future
There's-
exist simultaneously.
Yeah.
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 So he, no matter what course of action he took, it always ended up being the same. It
Yeah.
did not matter. Like
Yeah.
it had to end that way regardless.
And I think that was one of the craziest moments of the episode. That when you find out that from literally the very first episode to everything happening, he's like, "I did it."
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that.
Instead of killing Berthold, he killed his mom.
Yeah.
And all that other shit that went down.
Yeah,
It was
because in
all
that
him.
moment he could have killed him and then spawned a different timeline, right?
Mhm.
But no, but he had his mom killed him, so younger him would grow up with the vengeance, and it's fucking.
That would have been Zeke's mom that got the Colossal Titan.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Yeah, dude, just crazy.
So yeah, then Armin comes out, and you find out that Aaron actually talked to like almost like all the people
All of them.
Yeah,
that were there.
yeah.
Except Piek.
I think you're skipping past a very like pivotal portion though, where
Which
they
one?
were in the water together, and
Oh, sorry,
he
my
was
bad, my
like,
bad.
"You-
Yes,
"You're
yes,
gonna
yes.
have to let Mikasa go because this isn't fair to her." And Aaron was, and he like decked him, and Aaron was like, "No, I don't want Mikasa to be with anybody else. I
Mm.
just want her to be with me, and that's it."
Yeah, and he's like, "Wow, that sounds pathetic."
Yeah, he was like, "That's pretty sad."
Simp.
Yeah.
Simp.
Yeah, and then we find out that Aaron killed fucking 80% of humanity.
Yeah,
That was wild.
He put everybody on the same playing
Yeah.
field as Parody Island. At that
Yeah.
Pretty much everything relied on Mikasa. Kill Eren to save 20%,
Yeah,
or don't
Wipe
kill
out-
Eren and kill 100%.
yeah, except for Parody Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she made the choice, right? But yeah, it was just like the water scene. I think out of that entire conversation was the most pivotal because because like I think and then after all that, Aaron goes like, "I don't want to die." He's like, "I just want to live with you guys." And then Armin goes, "Man, you can't. You just can't. You can't."
Well, no, he said we can find another way, but Aaron was saying that there isn't, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's what
all-
happened.
Every
He's like
timeline brings it
every
here.
way I've looked at this, it ends here.
Yeah.
He's like I don't live.
Mhm.
So like this is it, man. And yeah, it's just and then we get the whole scene where he wakes up and then he's talked to everyone, right?
Yep.
And
And
then,
then Mikasa comes out with his head and he
holding-
sees it,
yeah.
and they just break the fuck
they
down.
break down. Yeah.
Break
and then
down.
and then Aaron took away all the Titan powers.
All of them.
What's Ymir?
Ymir did?
Ymir did.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So Ymir
Because they
takes
figured
all
out
the
why Ymir
powers.
was still doing like serving King Fritz is
Yeah.
because she loved him.
Yeah.
Although
And
is
is-
that love or is
is
that just love out of trauma? What do they call it? Stockholm syndrome or some
Stockholm,
shit?
yeah.
Stockholm
Yeah.
syndrome.
That's
Yeah.
exactly because
Do
that
you-
dude was
you
fucking
think-
other chicks at the same time.
Do you
and
think
she
that
was like,
that's
"I love you."
that's what related Ymir to Aaron was like
Love.
or Mikasa? Sorry, was that his
Love,
the
yeah.
undying love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's why she could like see her, right? And that
That's why
makes
she was
sense.
looking through her.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it's basically like King Fritz was basically
Aaron, in a sense, yeah.
and
yeah.
Ymir was basically Mikasa.
Mikasa, yeah.
right?
Yeah. So then a bunch of conversations happened. Did you want to get into those, or do you want to go
I
straight into the
I
end credit
think
scenes?
It's the opposite
What's up?
because Eren is Ymir and Mikasa is King Fritz because
Ooh, that's an interesting outlook.
sh-
He was
Go on,
technically the
he
slave.
was a powerless
Yes.
one, right?
Powerless one with power.
Yeah.
And he decided not to leave.
Yeah.
But
Well, do
he
you think
did
it's a
end up
role
leaving
swap?
Mikasa though.
Do you think it's a role swap in that sense? Then
I
That-
think it's because you know how Ymir was always wanting.
She still
she had
stayed
the
beside him.
powers, right? She had the powers,
But she never
But
she never fought for her freedom.
Fritz never paid attention to her,
Mhm.
right? But Mikasa chose to choose Eren that has the powers to like pretty much for love instead of just
Yeah, but I can see what you're
Yeah.
saying because
Yeah.
Aaron also disregarded her at that point.
yeah,
He wanted her to feel separate from him,
yeah.
so he could so she could chase him. When he was like, "I hate you. I always hated you," it kind of broke her. She was like, "There's no way that's possible. There's no way that's so he kind of acted like King Fritz.
Yeah.
Realistically, because Fritz had no feelings for Ymir at all. But Mikasa did, but Ymir had it for him, which is what Eren wanted to emulate so she could come after him.
So Eren wanted her to just continuously just chase him.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I would say yeah. It's kind of like the same
Stockholm
but different.
syndrome.
Same but different.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Stockholm.
Yeah, no, but it was kind of crazy that's how it all went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally how it all went down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
it's
It's
like I
probably
said-
some of the best story that's been told in anime in like the last 10 years.
Yeah. And like I said, just to learn that like Eren literally from the first episode orchestrated the whole thing personally blew my mind. Like that's crazy.
I think the idea of the whole from the start it's been orchestrated
Yeah.
was very cool to see. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool
And
way
watching
to do
it play out and then get to the end, be like, yeah, I did this. And then when you think about it, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is insane, right? So yeah, that was really cool.
Hajime is a fucking genius. Hajime-san is a fucking
But then
genius when it comes to
there
storytelling.
there is the post credit too.
Post credit.
Post credit.
Post credit.
How'd y'all feel? Pat, how did you feel about that? Gina Armin. Gina Armin. Who do you think?
I
She
think
got-
it's Armin, but they didn't. Wait,
She got married to Eren, dude.
Is the
The ring?
ring supposed to be on the left or the right?
Left.
This.
She was like this.
Left.
Yeah.
It
It
was,
was on left.
Is
Yeah.
It was
the-
on her
Yeah,
left
yeah,
hand.
Yeah.
Is that proposal or is that?
That's marriage.
That's marriage.
Yeah.
Left hand is
Because
marriage.
this finger, the vein runs
Okay.
to your heart. So like that's why people have it there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So people that are saying that it was Jean she got married to, or it was
I don't think
Armin
it was Jean.
she got married to and had no, that's not what it. That's,
Armin would marry Annie.
Yeah. So you're all wrong. I would say this right now. You're all wrong. It was
Y'all stupid.
she stayed single. She did not marry any of those two. Actually, that's not even the correct statement. She didn't stay single. She married Eren. Her love was with Eren, and
Yeah.
that was it.
It's
It was
possible
for
it's a promise ring. So.
promise ring, marriage ring, whichever it
Yeah.
is. She was devoted to him through and through.
Because she was even buried
And
in the white.
the white flowers that you said, that's a big indicator.
Yeah.
That was huge. When you said that, I was like, yeah, 100% on board because
Yeah, and she's wearing the scarf too.
the white flowers, like meaning like
If
purity.
I was Jean and my lover was still wearing something from there, I would not.
Nobody would.
Not like
Nobody
they're
would.
dead. They're
Yeah.
not wearing it to their grave.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole point is she still wore the scarf after she passed, indicating that she was still Aaron's.
Yeah.
Like she was still wanting to be with Aaron.
Yeah.
That was the whole damn thing. And I don't care what anybody says, you're all wrong about your other fucking theories. 100%. 100% you're all
Yeah.
wrong about your fucking theories. If
Delulu.
you're that,
You know what? You know what I love?
yeah,
You know-
100% Delulu.
You know what I love? You go off on conspiracies all the time,
100%
and
I
now
do.
you're like, your conspiracies are wrong.
No.
You can't have
But
it.
one time,
No,
other people
but-
are like, you know what? He's like wrong.
No, but
Wrong.
for anybody to think that otherwise, why would you think that she would go off with somebody else when she was so devoted to Aaron from childhood to adulthood?
Yeah.
For
Why
10 years.
Because
No, yeah, that's-
longer than that, man?
Well, no, like since the anime has been
yeah,
going,
yeah.
remember in the middle of the episode where it's like, you gotta promise me, you gotta put the scarf away, and you gotta let me go and forget about me. She did not.
Because that remember
that was
'cause-
the one thing that they focused on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like she didn't move on. She
Exactly.
didn't forget him.
Nope.
She did not.
because
go
if she would have,
Yeah, she
if
would've
she would
taken
have,
it.
the story would have been different.
Yeah.
We would have had her and Aaron go off together, but that was not the
Yeah.
case. She decided to be like, no, I want to be with you.
Dude, that's you know how we were saying there's 3 more seasons. Those are the next 3 seasons. It's there for
The
it's
what
a
if.
romance. It's a
The movie.
romance. What if? It's just them living their lives.
What?
That's probably what the special is going to be about. The 35-page that Hajime-san is making.
possible.
That's probably what it's going to be about. Is the
That'd be pretty cool.
aftermath.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And plus another clear
How many
indication.
episodes is this in total? Is it 139 as well?
Somewhere around there. It's 100 and
think
some odd.
How many episodes?
Look it up.
And a clear indication for me personally how like she was still in love with Aaron is when she was beside his grave and she was still wearing the scarf. She didn't like bury it with him.
No, yeah,
like
exactly.
so I'm like clearly she's
Well,
still,
she got buried with it.
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah. But my point is, if she didn't still have like be in love with Aaron, why would she still wear the fucking scarf?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sit beside his grave, and cry and say, "I want to see you." Like
Yeah.
clearly she didn't be like, "Hey, John, drinks." Like no, clearly she didn't do that.
Exactly.
Like definitely 100% that end credit scene, it could have been Jean, because the hair that was slicked back, Armin would not have grown his hair out like that, I don't think.
But the thing is, is that girl confirmed to be Mikasa, the one that's walking? Like in, when they're both walking, because she doesn't have a neck scarf.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
The scarf is there.
Are you sure?
Pretty damn clear.
Oh,
Yeah.
I might have missed it. No, not when she's kneeling, but when they're walking together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Then
right.
I
We're
must
wearing
have
the
missed it.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that's 100%. If people are believing that she ended up with either of them, I don't know how you could actually.
Her and
think that.
Armin would be weird.
I'm
Well,
pretty
Armin-
sure Armin and Annie are taking care of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like if people are saying that like she got with Armin at the end,
I think before he devoured Berthold, he probably did feel that way about Mikasa.
fair.
But after he consumed him
He had Berto's feelings for Annie.
for Annie.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I can't see him being like, "Hey, Aaron's gone." You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I can't see that happening.
Yeah.
No.
No, and Jean, I don't think Jean would have done that to Mikasa either.
No,
or
hell
No,
to
no,
Aaron.
Jean's a bitch.
No,
Jean's a
he definitely grew, man. That dude definitely grew. I don't think he would have done that.
I've said this.
He
I've
wants some Japanese pussy.
Oh, hey, yo!
holy shit.
Don't all of us?
Good God.
Don't all of
Good
us?
God.
Don't we all?
Don't we all, bro?
But yeah, I said this from the start. I'm very surprised at the crew that is alive from the very first season. I'm surprised Jean and Connie are there. I would have for sure thought Jean would die at some point, but no. The fact that like he is where he is now, I'm like the
He
character
was one of the
development.
top-rated scouts, though. He's one of the top-rated.
Yeah, but his
trainers.
attitude was shitty.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, no, but I thought
You can still be a
Well-
winner and have a shitty attitude.
true, but I thought it would have gotten him into
It's just
like,
the difference between the people who did die compared to the people who did.
Yeah.
Where it's like you
And-
have big
And
names.
at some point, I thought Jean would have been like, "Guys, go," and I'll be the last man standing, and he'd go
He's
down
too
with
much
shit.
of a scaredy ass to do that, though. No
Just
matter
keep
what.
Can I just say
shitting
something without
all-
you fucking interrupting?
Patrick hates Gene. He's
I
like,
hate
he's,
Gene.
He's a pussy.
He was a real hero. He was the one that fucking detonated his neck off.
How
Okay.
dare you hate Jean?
He's an ass.
Why?
He's an ass.
He
Why?
was
So
in
like
the beginning, but not anymore.
He's always an
My
ass.
God.
Once an ass,
always an ass.
always an ass.
But yo, those end credit scenes, by the way,
There is a post.
as it time skipped through,
yeah.
all
So it goes from like AOT and then fucking the future.
because you were reacting off. You were like,
Because
what the
I was
fuck is going
confused.
on?
I'm like, what's going on? Because like, so
If you kept going, I would have said, "Shut the fuck up and watch."
You should have
it's-
just smacked him.
it's
You
like
too far.
it's
Throw
a
your shoe at
it was the screen
all
where where Aaron's like
Grave is.
Grave.
So
is.
it
Sorry,
was
my
like
bad.
tree, Aaron's grave,
Yeah.
and then like it just that scene
there's
over
a
and over
city behind. It was like nothingness behind it,
The old
the,
king.
or the old kingdom, and then it started getting built up, built up until it was like futuristic, and there's super.
Well, no,
tall-
first it was like modern day, right?
yeah.
Modern
It,
day, so, like
it skips through centuries.
skyscrapers, and then the future.
Yeah, and then it was
Yeah,
futuristic,
exactly. It was skipping through.
and then
centuries.
all of a sudden,
It got nuked.
nukes come out of the sky.
And there's like
you
it's like
guys,
an
you guys see
AA
the
gun.
9/11 thing?
Wait, what?
Wait,
There's a plane-
wait,
there's a
wait.
Ramming into a tower.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did go a little bit 9/11 on that one, but they nuke everything down to nothingness,
and then they skim it down,
Yeah.
and then they skim it down.
and a dog walks by with the boy that's following after it.
And then it's like post-apocalyptic type.
Yeah,
That vibe?
yeah, it looks like something out of Last of Us.
That's that's the vibe
Like
I got.
it
right?
was you just
I
see
Am
like
Legend.
craters.
Ooh, even
Yes,
better.
yes.
Man and his dog.
Yeah.
Yep,
Whoa.
exactly. But
about to cry?
so they're walking through the forest, and they
were wa-
stumble.
They were walking through the city to that tree,
Or the
Yeah.
city. Yes, my bad.
Get it right.
And then they walk to the tree,
and the tree has a giant hole in
and the
it,
tree has a giant hole in it.
and
History
the kid walks into it,
fucking repeat.
just like Ymir found a hole in a tree and fell down.
And where'd she fall down to?
I guess you can call it like a lake, a hidden lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the paths.
Probably,
Yeah.
more than likely.
Yeah, something
you
like
could be
that.
100% right about that.
Yeah.
And that's where it ends.
And that's where the worm entered her.
Talking about my cock like that?
Now, just to give you guys some context, that's not well, according to Patrick anyway. I probably read it later than you. 'Cause that was the original ending. What I read was the after credit after that for the manga panel, and what it was is it zoomed out of that futuristic scene of the boy walking in to a theater, and it was literally three kids of that looked exactly like Armin, Mikasa, and Eren watching a movie
On Paradise Island.
on Parody Island.
Yeah.
And then they walked away and they're like, that's crazy. You can't believe that's you don't think that stuff was actually real. That's literally what they talked about.
That's crazy to think.
Yeah.
So wait, is that still in the manga?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I'd like to see that.
Patrick is doing some sleuthing, but
Yeah.
um,
So, all in all, after 10 years of AOT, what's your
Yes.
final thoughts?
I said it before this, but I'll say it again. I think the start personally for me was stronger than the finish. Although I like this ending. Like this
Blue
is the
balls to
proper
nut.
ending. Blue balls to nut. I'm going. It would be. It just hit edging.
Okay.
Just hit edging for me as a whole.
Edging.
Edging.
Okay,
I give
cool.
it an edging. I don't give it a nut personally.
That's fair.
That's a nut.
Yeah.
It was a nut.
Yeah, same.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Hajime-san is a great storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I've said this to you guys before, but he this whole manga was depicting a depiction of real life, of what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
And I think really what his message was, besides all this stuff that was
Was
going
love
on,
each other.
exactly, was love really can bring people together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really, I think that's what his message was.
Yeah.
Realistically, besides telling, kind of reflecting the world in his work.
Yeah. And I said it. For me, the biggest thing that stood up for this was the story. It was so good. And just the amount of like twists and turns and like the whole thing was just like, holy shit.
And that animation was so superb.
Next.
So
Next.
Yeah.
Next.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always really Mappa's really poured a lot into this anime. Like pretty much almost like from the start.
Would
it
you
was
guys-
it was after second season. Because the second season was really weird.
It was.
And then third season it picked up and they stuck out that freaking animation.
Yeah, they really did. There was a lot of really cool moments in the first like 3 to 4 seasons or the first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really dope animated fights, things that you wouldn't see in any other anime.
Like the ODM gear and just like
yeah,
kind of like
The camera work.
the camera work. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
no.
when they would be swinging
High
and
School
just
of the
like
Dead. That's where it first started.
Oh my god.
what?
High
The
School of
camera
the
work.
Dead.
High School
Oh,
of the Dead. The animator also like all the boob physics.
Of course. Of
That's
course.
not what we're talking
mean
about.
the camera. Okay,
you mean the
I'll
jiggle
sh-
physics?
I'll show you a scene afterwards.
is it the one where he shoots the sniper through her
Boobs, and
Yeah.
then it goes.
I know,
through-
yes.
The camera
I think
work.
I've seen it. I think I've seen the shot that you're talking
Yeah,
about.
but just like I like just the animation of when they would swing with the ODM gear, like everything was great. And
This was the best of Mappa.
yes, easily.
I don't know where you found that cinema thing because all of the websites that I've seen just cut it off to the boy walking into the tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Are you having like
No.
I think he's
Mandela
having
effect?
he's having the Mandela effect.
I'm really not.
He's
I'm
having-
telling you 100%.
I'm going through
It's
all
okay.
my sources, and there's no.
I'll look for it this week and I'll send it to you because that's what I read.
Yeah, it's just
Crazy.
The tree.
I'll never forget when I first watched
Yeah.
AOT
So weird.
and I watched
But you even agree
And
with
I
me that was
watched-
139.1.
Aaron died for the first time, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just
oh.
can't find it.
Oh,
main
interesting.
character's dead.
Main character's dead.
I was like, okay.
That's like the
There-
hidden
there
Demon
was-
Slayer ending.
There was so
Didn't say
many.
anything, they haven't watched it.
There was so many good moments in Attack on Titan. Like it is.
It's hard to pinpoint. Like,
It's hard to pinpoint what's like your favorite
yeah,
part.
The MMA fight between him and the Armor Titan, between him and Raynor, when he fucking put him in a fucking armbar,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that was pretty tight.
Yeah, there's so many good.
Oh,
moments in
another
this
great
anime.
moment is like when they were I think this might be that fight is when they were on the wall and like you find out that like Rainer's the armored and Berthold's the colossal and like that whole moment
When
like,
they just say they are.
yeah
Yeah.
and then like you're like holy shit like that moment
That was a pretty
that
epic
was a
twist.
fucking like oh my god moment and
Yep.
like and you just find out that like those three are the three titans that fucked up the whole thing
Yeah.
and you're just like holy shit like
Yeah.
that was also super cool.
Yeah, when Erwin died,
Oof,
that was
His
heavy.
speech,
That was heavy.
his speech will live
his
on forever.
speech was that was
It always takes me back to that meme of
Fire.
like the mom talking about her daughter being deaf, and then the daughter's just in the background riding the horse, and then Aaron's just like,
Sasaki-o.
yeah, Erwin is just doing his speech, and she's like,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, this is so good.
Yeah,
So-
his speech is just so like it hypes you up.
he was a leader.
Erwin was a G.
He was a leader.
he was he was one of my favorite parts of
when
the
when
anime.
you
So
can
when he
round
died-
people up that don't want to fucking die
Yeah.
to go die,
go
you're a
literally-
fucking leader.
He'll
dude.
go right into a fucking hailstorm of
No
boulders.
other. I don't think there's any other character besides, and he didn't have to use powers or anything. Not like Lelouch from fucking Code Geass or anything like
No,
that.
homie
He
just spoke.
with his words. With his words.
Yeah.
He led thousands to their death.
Give
Yeah.
up your life for the future.
Yeah.
That
That's
soldier's rage. Yeah, and then seeing the same episode, Levi fight
against the Beast Titan.
the
and just
swirl of
went
the arm.
the rage of the
Yeah,
Ackerman.
oh my god.
The
yeah.
rage of the Ackerman.
When he came to yeah, just so many great moments in that entire
Levi and Mikasa had some of the best fucking ODM scenes ever.
Levi.
Oh.
Your favorite ODM scene.
Oh my
It had to have been the Beast Titan one. There, Levi's ODM when he fucking
Ooh,
pops off.
okay.
He's cutting his arm. He's cutting his fucking fingers off. Cuts his eyeballs. Cuts his fucking Achilles. Cuts
Yeah.
him out
Cuts
of the
him out of-
fucking
yeah.
Beast Titan and shoves his fucking sword right in his mouth. He's like, "Say another word and I'll fucking cut your head off."
Yeah.
I was like, "Homie, let's go." That's how you ramp up a
Levi was-
motherfucker.
okay, here.
That's how you
Favorite-
ramp up a motherfucker.
favorite ODM scene is when Levi's getting chased in the town.
Which
When he's being chased in the town by Kenny.
oh yeah, that's my favorite
Yeah.
scene too.
That scene-
that
that scene's
scene, I was
elite.
gonna say
Kenny
that
versus-
scene.
That
Kenny
scene's
versus
elite.
Levi, holy crud, dude! It's just
It goes hard.
Yeah.
It goes insane.
It's the camera work that follows Levi
Yeah.
that is so good.
Yeah, it's the camera work through the city and through all of these different all of the different places that they fight in.
Yeah.
It was
And
over
then
the top.
I think one of my favorite
But I agree with you where that scene, the Beast Titan scene,
He
untouchable scene.
100%.
Untouchable scene.
Yeah.
One of my favorite and coldest moments from Levi is when I think it's like all his friends are turned into Titan and Zeke goes, "Now what are you doing?" And Levi's like, "It's funny that you think I won't kill all my friends," and fucking proceeds to kill all of the Titans. And then Zeke,
that scene was pretty
coldest moment in the entire show.
That-
it's when Levi goes, "It's funny that you think I won't kill everyone," and then Zeke's like, "What?" And he just kills everyone.
That scene went pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. In that show,
Yeah.
best relationship, whether they were friends or lovers, who do you think had the best relationship?
Sasha and Chef.
Sasha and the potatoes? Sasha and the meat?
Chef.
I agree. I was gonna say that.
Sasha and the chef. When the chef changed his mind about Eldians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I give you
'cause
that.
He fell in love with Sasha.
He did.
Yeah,
Yep.
that one by far.
Yeah.
Was the most impactful.
I think all of the relationships had things that pissed me off in them, in a sense that I was like, Mikasa is simping over Eren way too fucking hard, and I was like, stop simping. And then I was like Armin is trying to suck off Eren at the same time, and you're like, bro, stop! You don't need to be this gay.
Like, there's friends that are friends.
Dude was ready. He was. If Eren took his dick out, Armin was sucking it. Okay, and then I don't know.
Mikasa and Armin will fight over who does it.
Exactly. They'd have to fight
Do we
over.
bleep that out?
Why, huh?
Bleep what out?
You said pussy 10
No.
minutes ago.
You did
I want to
say
get canceled.
We're not getting canceled.
you're not on
We're
camera. It
already
doesn't
canceled.
matter. Oh, we are on camera. You could be anybody.
Coworkers know I'm on this pod.
Oh, you told your coworker. Oh, you're fucked. You
Well,
Oh,
fucked.
that's on you then.
You're bleeping then. But yeah, so when it comes to the relationships, I found most of them to be annoying. But
for some reason, I want to say Hanj and Levi. Just
Ooh,
how tight they were. Like, especially after Erwin died, it was like they had to fucking tighten it down for the squad, right? So I think, Hanj and Levi, just how close they became after Erwin, it was like they were like, we gotta fucking survive, right?
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Okay.
I think for me it was there's
Sash
two.
and the potatoes.
There's Berthold and Rainer.
Oh,
The brothers.
oof.
Yep. That one couldn't separate them.
Homies.
They were for life.
Homies. Yeah.
They pulled each other back.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sash and the potatoes, 100%.
Easily.
But I think the biggest one for me was Erwin and Levi.
I was okay. Yes, I was
Erwin-
also gonna say.
Yeah.
I was thinking
They,
that right
they
now.
had the best relationship,
Yeah.
I think, out of all of them because they were legitimate homies. I think overall in anime, like they were the best relationship over.
You know what?
Killua and Gon over Goku and Vegeta,
Whoa.
and I love Goku and Vegeta.
I'll top that. Erwin and the Rocks.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Fucking idiot. Good God. Oh.
Okay, the fact that
Really?
the fact that you just said that
everything.
is kind of wild.
Every single relationship in
We're
all of anime.
Getting really close to 120.
Okay.
To end everything off, what scene defined Attack on Titan for you guys?
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay.
What scene?
Like what singular moment?
Mine, to give it perspective,
The
mine-
potatoes.
it's when the Erwin squad showed up and Erwin shoots up and everyone else behind him, like the entire squad pulls up during that
What season is it?
season 1 where they first introduced, like they're coming
Right.
back into town and then their Erwin pulls up and then everyone else is following him behind them.
On the horses, you mean?
No, like
No,
on
ODM.
ODM.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Here.
Oh, okay.
When they're
okay.
flying through.
They're flying through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Levi's standing on a horse, and then he
That
zooms.
scene. Yeah.
He zooms away, and then Erwin is up front, and then everyone else pops up
On
right
the
behind.
wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
it defines like solidarity between the scout regiment. Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'd say it was Erwin's speech. His speech to get everyone to throw
Hyped
their
up to
lives
die?
Yeah, because I think it was the most it just made me feel like they're all.
Did it make you want to go out
toward-
there and die with them?
Yes. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'll back that up. I almost ran out my front door.
Yeah.
I'm like let's
Give me a
who
horse.
are you?
He
I'll go
grabbed
anywhere.
two swords and ran at children. It was like,
I was gonna run at anyone for that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but his speech, honestly, and like you said, like it hyped up people to go die. Like if find me another speech that can do that. Find me
Yeah.
someone else that can move you like word like his words did.
I was gonna say one, but not appropriate for what's happening right now in the world. So I'm not even
Whoa.
gonna mention it. Not even gonna mention it.
But yeah, no, his
don't
speech.
go on that.
His speech. I think when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is fucking Attack on Titan.
Okay. For me,
Mm-hmm.
Erwin standing on the wall, Rainer in Titan form, and they're staring each other down.
Oh my god, I forgot about
The
that moment.
coldest
a good one.
moment in that entire fucking series is that,
Is that
moment.
when Rainer's like escaping and he looks over and everyone's looking dead
When
at
he's
him?
got the cloak on, he's missing the arm and he's holding the one sword.
Yeah.
And they just look at each other. Everyone's like, try it.
Yeah, dude.
This was
do
like
something.
the moment when, for me, Attack on Titan was like, this is it. Like, it's humans versus you guys.
Oh, you know, ooh, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I know exactly the scene because they really emphasize Erwin's face.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
The
a solid
ball-
like 10 seconds.
I think if it was anybody else, it would not have gone down the same.
Levi,
I don't know.
fair.
Levi would have attacked. What Aaron was doing was making a statement.
Yeah, like I'm not fucking afraid of you.
No.
right?
He's like, we're coming.
Yeah,
We're not.
yeah.
We're not.
It didn't if I could be wrong. Didn't like Rainer in his Titan like say like, oh fuck, like why isn't he doing something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I
to be
can't
honest
remember,
with
but
you.
I do
For
know.
me, that was that was the moment.
That
was the
I
moment.
forgot about that.
Well, those
fucking-
were some great moments. I think we've all kind of done our piece.
It was
This has
nice to
been
go down memory lane.
nice to go down memory lane.
Yeah.
This has been a little bit of a long one, but I mean, of course, it's an end of a decade of.
What does it
of
tell
an
you
anime.
when it's been a decade and you can remember scenes?
Scenes.
That's how good
Yeah.
that anime is.
Season
Yeah.
1, there was a 4-year difference until season 2 came
That's
out.
correct. Yep.
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 That's
Crazy.
4
And then
years.
people can still vividly
Remember
remember
parts.
Season 1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's what a fucking anime is about, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay,
I'm
it's
glad that I did start that show.
great anime. Great.
You're
anime.
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
thank you.
other than that,
I mean, we were gonna go into other things, but this became an
This
anime
became
pod
a-
today.
This
long
became
one.
an attack on
we
pod.
have more topics for next week that we're gonna go over,
Jujutsu Titan.
including next episode
That's the
of
title of
Jujutsu.
this episode.
Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Titan?
Jujutsu Titan.
That's it.
Attack on Kaizen.
My review of
Either
Miles.
are good.
My review of Miles Morales will be
Do you
next
want to
week.
just shortly say it or
No.
No,
We don't have time.
We'll
Oh,
save
okay,
it.
okay.
But we also have like Destiny 2. We'll be talking a
COD.
little bit about that, and COD.
How it's
obviously.
probably tanking.
Yeah, and how it's tanking. But
Mm-hmm.
that is all next week on the Ball Sack Podcast.
Peace out, Sass Squad.
Thanks,
Later, guys.
like, subscribe, and do all those fun things. Bye.
Caca.